Alright guys, welcome back to VALORANT News. Master Shanghai continues, but big drama going down last night in the North American Tier 2 scene, as is almost always the case. Inspire, formerly known as BabyJ, going at it with Screwface, of course, world champion for Evil Geniuses last year, not on the starting roster though, of course, at the time. These two getting into it big time. Zekken is there mediating in a similar way to what happened back in the day with Zeltes, when Jaytanar and Tarek properly got into it not that long ago. This seems to be a continuation of a rather similar trend here in VALORANT. Who won the beef? Very much interested in your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. First of all, I thought a crazy storyline because the Nation player, former VALORANT pro of course, Stewie2K, wins IEM Dallas, and it was a crazy storyline here and run here for G2. And you know, I know there was some reaction to it from the VALORANT scene, just saying, well, here you go, Stewie, can't even qualify for these tier 2 events in VALORANT. Obviously, you know, tried to make it work over here, didn't really work out for him, and then he of course goes to CS2 and wins this massive event with the, of course, the G2 guys in a remarkable storyline. And even as Zelta says, welcome Stewie to the Sentinels CS2 team. We'll see what Stewie does next, and you know what G2 are going to do next, of course, with the Hooksy Stewie separation that went down this event. Yesterday though was very interesting at Shanghai. 100T going down 2-0 to Gen.G. They are playing right now as I'm recording against Paper X, and we'll see how that is going here in just a couple of seconds. This as well I thought was kind of nice to see. We know that Boaster's been going through it over the last few days, losing the event in a way that I'm sure that he wasn't hoping or expecting to, and yeah, as is said here, to Boaster and Yinsu made these cool little stickers, and it was kind of unsure here, PYJ, and how to actually get them to Boaster, but Boaster will be there, as he says. These are amazing, not really sure how to receive them though, shame we lost, but he says, look, I will be going to the Mercedes-Benz Arena, whatever it's called, for the final part of the playoffs, and then, you know, he will be there. So it's cool to see that Boaster at least is staying in the country for a few extra days, just because you sometimes tend to see that when players lose tournaments, they're like, all right, you know, I've had enough of this, I'm out of here type thing, I'm going to fly home early. But I guess when you've got flights home from Shanghai, maybe it's a bit of a challenge to change those flights and do so cheaply. So probably they'll stay as it is. This I thought was good content here from 100 Thieves, as is usually the case. But yesterday, after yesterday's video went live, we saw Heretics. They played G2. G2, I've got to say, they have some serious mental resilience. Like the way they started against Paper X down 11-0 or whatever, they come back to win. They're now playing Heretics yesterday. They are so close to going down 2-0 and losing the series. And they make the advancement because they're up 11-2 on the second map of this series. They throw it away and they go on to go down, and G2 advance through. So, you know, Rians was talking about this series and saying, yeah, sorry G2, you guys already lost. And at some point they probably thought that they had already lost the game, and Heretics probably thought they'd already won. That was not the case. As Joda P says, 2-1, Heretics live in my pocket. Coming back from 2-11 after getting smoke map 1 is insane resilience from us. Benz Arena, we are coming for you. So they advance to the next stage. And yeah, how about that? Going through the Swiss stage, both of those teams go 2-0. Then they go into the, obviously, the playoffs itself. They've gone 2-0, both of them so far. They'll play each other Friday. So Gen.G versus G2. Winner of that is going to be favourites for the entire tournament. What a run from G2, right? After where they were last year, battling through Ascension, the change they made, obviously getting rid of Tex, bringing in Leaf, it was controversial. Then bringing in Icy for Nets was very controversial at the time, but he's just been getting better and better and better. And first ever international for Icy, and he's in the winners bracket finals. Guaranteed top 3 for that team. So what a result here. Of course, Team Heretics still, Mini Boo is not there, so they obviously playing with a roster that isn't absolutely maybe full strength, you could say, but nonetheless, I mean, the way that this went away was 13-7 on their pick Icebox. Ascent was then 11-2, and then look at this. I mean, what a way to lose it. Now, I know that on an attacking side, it ain't easy on Ascent, but you've got to think you can win one, guys. At least take it to overtime, right? But to lose all those rounds in a row, and then, of course, at that point, you're kind of mentally checked out, and they got slapped around the final map 13-4. So that was very, like, incredibly impressive there from G2. And it's not like North America, or just the Americas in general, are a weak region, because they're not. Everybody knows it. And as it stands, 100T are up 1-0 on Paper X. The game 2 on the Sunset on Paper X's pick. 100T just won the pistol in the following round. Started off very well here for Paper X after a 13-5 demolition job, really, on their map pick, the Breeze. So Paper X have, well, they've been up and down this tournament. Maybe it's a natural repercussion of their playstyle when it comes to a LAN environment. But yeah, this series is getting really interesting. an absolute banger to determine who goes through to the next round. And then the other game, of course, is Heretics for Esports to determine the team in lower round 3 and the final 4 teams that will be at the Mercedes-Benz Arena for those games next weekend. But let's talk about some of this drama then, right? So Inspire is, the player formerly known as BabyJ. Now, BabyJ was in plenty of drama over the years, mainly because he was in, the proper pro league briefly on 100 Thieves. He was there for like 2 weeks, and then they dropped him. They go a different direction, like Eccles and BabyJ were gone. And ever since then, BabyJ's kind of been of the opinion, right, I'm better off not playing tier 2 because it's just going to hurt my stock. I'm better off just playing ranked and learning agents and, basically just trusting in my abilities and talent or whatever to get picked up again. And Screwface has a different mindset. He says, okay, well, look, I've obviously achieved a fair bit. He was on Evil Geniuses when they won the World Championship, not in the starting roster. And, obviously in-game leader right now, trying to do his best with, I think it's Winthrop University now in tier 2. They have different mindsets. And, well, they got into it. So they were playing a ranked game, I'm pretty sure, maybe like a session of 10 or something, whatever it was, and there was a Killjoy ultimate that Inspire messed up somewhat. Screwface weren't happy about it, and, well, they got into it big time.
The only thing that you inspire me to do is blow my fucking brains out as I try to follow your logic, bro. It's terrible. It's that me and Zach have the IRL friendship that if he even got personal with me, like, 1, I wouldn't get hurt because I know he's coming from a good place, and 2, I would talk to him about it. But when I've talked to you privately, even way before this, right? Like we've had.
He's not lying. We are friends in real life. This is true. We are friends in real life.
But now you're arguing the point of view that I had already given you.
The difference is, Hunter, is that you're a completely different person in person versus online, and I don't understand why. I don't get it.
I will tell you right now,
I don't
because
want it
I'm
to be like
competing
that.
against everyone in this game for a job. So if I think I'm better than you, I'm gonna let you know. That is the competitive. That is what.
Dapper said, gotta get some better audio quality.
I'm going to clap back every
So
single
why are
time.
we even?
You are shit on the bottom of my shoe. Like, you're terrible.
Oh shit!
In-game accolades.
Oh fuck!
Right? That's the most perverse sense
But,
of logic
all right,
I've
so
ever heard of.
that is the divider between this conversation. You can think I'm terrible. I can think you're terrible. But then when you put up accolades, that's what I was saying in the beginning.
Yo, what's good?
Yo!
You gotta be a spectator.
There's levels to who you argue with when it comes to, like, if I'm arguing with Zach, he's bad, and then he brings up his accomplishments, I don't argue anymore. That's
okay, to be fair,
We have a fucking 10-man.
They take it too far, both of you. Like the personal shit.
Bro, we have 12 people.
You know
Yo,
what
can
I
we
mean?
turn this shit to
Too far?
tournament mode, bro?
Bro,
We gotta get
the
more people in
scene,
here.
Ryan, you guys are both fucking terrible.
Zeppa, win a fucking match.
Hey, keep going, keep going.
But that's the divider between the conversation. It just ends there. You just don't argue
Sure,
with someone
if you want to end
more.
it, if you want to end it at the point that we can just agree to disagree, like, that works for me, right? Like, I don't
No,
mind.
no,
I'm
I'm
here to
not.
convince you.
That's you're not listening to what I'm saying. And you're in a competitive environment where you think you're better than the other person. That's fair. When you're comparing accolades, if I'm arguing with any of these people on pro teams, fucking Zach, Dapper, even Yassine, the conversation is done when it gets to accolades because I don't achieve more than them. But if you bring up
Bro, I need
accolades
some
with me,
time.
of course I'm gonna
I'm
hold things over you.
stressed.
And that's up to you whether you want to respect it or not. But that at the end of the day, I played tier 1 Halo, I played tier 1 Valorant. Whether my performance in tier 1 Valorant was good or not, up to you, bro. But you have to understand I am above you in the ladder. Whether you're
Hunter,
competing right now or
Hunter.
not.
Hunter. I never, like, for me, it's like, I think the only thing that I really disagree with at this point is, like, you keep saying, like, you went personal, so I had to go personal.
Kyle's saying,
Just stay on
listen,
one
Kyle's
topic at a
saying
time before you, like, bring up other
that BabyJ's running from the grind. BabyJ's saying that he's not running from the grind. And then both of them are just kind of flaming each other.
You cut me off, and I'll be
You're the
completely
only
honest,
one
bro.
talking circles,
Like,
bro.
yeah, for sure. But if you want, we can set up esports boxing, and I will happily get into a cage with you. And because, like, this guy always has something to say about... No, because this guy always has something to say about, like... Bro,
You can take
if
jokes
Zach
from
said
players
he was
that
gonna
are-
beat my ass, I would fire back the exact same way.
You're
It's a-
weird then. You're just weird
What?
then. Zach is literally
You-
4'2".
sit
How are
there-
you gonna take him serious?
Bro!
Because-
Bro! No!
not even old
I
enough
don't
for me
think
to
that
fight him
was
without
called
going to
yard,
jail.
but
So
nah, this
what?
guy's just
You're
throwing
weird.
shit.
No!
Dude, Hunter, the only thing that I've gained from this conversation is that if someone has a higher follower count than you,
I'm
or
just
better
here.
athlete,
You
bend over,
suck
and
their
say
dick.
please. You say
No,
please,
you
please take
suck the-
everything.
Holy
Take
fuck.
everything
You're
from my
projecting
everything.
what you do onto me. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
What are you saying fuck
You're
me
also
for?
gonna
Notorious
speak
dick
my
sucker
mind.
Screwface, always glazing people, bro.
Right.
I don't give a. I don't either which way. You can watch me play this upcoming Wednesday against whoever the fuck in tier 2 while you sit here and keep
Winthrop-
ranked because you will not play in tier 2. And that's
Winthrop
fact
is
at the
playing
end of
on
the day, right?
Wednesday. You
All
get
right.
to see Kyle and his
Yasin,
team.
Ryan, Muda,
Please watch the
Zach,
game.
Capper, thank you guys for stopping by.
Wait, so
blessed
all
time.
of this
I'm gonna
was because of
skedaddle.
the Killjoy ult?
Yeah, 100%. It was because of the Killjoy and because
It's just about
you guys
morals,
wanted
like,
some
why-
TikTok
Winthrop,
content, bro. You guys
Wednesday.
got no morals. No, I'm joking.
Watch it.
So there is a full 11-minute version of this that I'll leave linked down below if you guys want to check out the entire thing. I did think it was very entertaining, and yeah, I mean, the summary of events, as Bland says in the replies, all I know is Screwface is a good dude, will in fact be playing this Wednesday with his team, Winthrop University. Inspire, though, will surely stay inspired. It is ranked games, though, and this is the thing, he changed his name from BabyJ to Inspire. Has it worked? Like, people still call him BabyJ, to be honest. Like, maybe people will eventually change, but yeah, unfortunately for BabyJ/Inspire, he's been kind of getting cooked, right? Because here's Screwface with the World Championship trophy, and here's 100T getting 13-0'd by the guard with Inspire, as he is now known on the roster, of course, with Hiko back in the day. So these are interesting times in Valorant history, and there were certainly some great comments made on either side. So the drama really just never goes away in the North American Valorant side. There's always something going on. Who won the beef? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Screwface probably had the better of the exchanges, and always for me, like, as long as BabyJ or Inspire just remains grinding ranked and doesn't really, you know, join a team or take that next step, I'm always going to be not convinced that he's going to be doing enough to make it back into the league, especially when, you know, the teams look at this stuff. I think they know what BabyJ is about in general. They see his grinds, they see his talent, which is definitely there, but they wonder whether that's the best teammate possible, which is probably a fair question and criticism to add. But very much enjoyed to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Just a quick little check-in, I suppose, back here. It's now 7-9, still in favour of Paper X, but hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, take care, and I'll see you next time.